Imagine flying low over the pitch-black Vietnamese jungle at night. You are a door gunner, wearing the newest experimental night vision goggles. Everything looks red. At first, it's incredible. Better contrast, you can see for miles. Then you spot something moving alongside the helicopter. Not Viet Cong, not an animal. Something with wings, horns, staring right at you. You open fire, screaming demons over the radio. Your buddies think you've lost it, until they put the goggles on too. This isn't a horror movie. This is one of the wildest military urban legends from the Vietnam War. The red goggles that allegedly let soldiers see into another dimension. Today, we're diving deep into the story, the evidence, and whether it was real or just the fog of war. During the Vietnam War, the U.S. military was rushing to deploy early night vision technology, the famous Starlight scopes and early goggles. Most of what we know today uses green phosphor because the human eye sees detail best in green. But, according to the legend, there was a secret experimental version that used red phosphor, and it came with a terrifying side effect. Soldiers who wore them for days or weeks started reporting sightings of grotesque entities, winged gargoyles, shadow figures, horned demons, and flying monsters that seemed to stalk the troops. The stories say the military recalled the red goggles fast and switched permanently to green. Some even tie it to an old chemical called dicyanin dye, once used in aura goggles to supposedly see spirits. In the mid to late 1960s, certain helicopter crews and ground units received these red-tinted experimental goggles for testing. At first, everyone loved them, clearer images in some conditions. Then the reports started. One helicopter gunner looked out and saw multiple winged creatures flying level with the chopper. He opened fire, yelling that demons were attacking. Another account described soldiers seeing shadowy humanoids with glowing eyes moving through the trees, things that seemed to notice when they were being watched and would turn aggressive. Some veterans or people claiming to be connected described the jungle at night through the red lenses as a gothic hell, filled with entities drawn to the violence and fear of war. Officers supposedly tried the goggles and saw the same things. After a wave of panic, breakdowns, and friendly fire incidents, the red version was quietly pulled. The official reason? Technical issues. But believers say the military didn't want to admit what the goggles were really showing. So, did this really happen? Real history check. Early night vision in Vietnam was real and groundbreaking, but it was almost always green phosphor. Red light is actually used to preserve natural night vision. Your eye's rods don't react to red, but there is no strong declassified evidence of widespread red demon goggles being issued. Skeptics point to very real explanations. Early NV tubes had tons of artifacts, blooming, ghosting grain, and distortions that could look like moving figures under stress. Combat exhaustion, sleep deprivation, fear, and yes, drug use was common in some units. Psychological warfare on the mind. Staring into a monochromatic red world for hours in a terrifying environment could easily cause hallucinations. The dicyanide dye angle comes from old pseudoscience aura experiments, not actual military tech. Many Vietnam vets who used actual night vision have pushed back, saying they only ever saw green scopes and never heard of demon sightings beyond urban legends. Even if the red goggles weren't literal demon detectors, the story resonates because it taps into something deeper. What if certain wavelengths or chemicals can pierce the veil between worlds? What if war zones, with all their death and negative energy, attract things we normally can't see? The legend has been told on podcasts like Hush and Paranormal 60, Reddit threads, and TikTok for years. It blends real tech history with classic military folklore, similar to other things soldiers saw in Vietnam stories. Whether it's true or not, it reminds us how thin the line between reality and terror can get in war. What do you think? Were the red goggles cursed tech that showed another dimension, or just a perfect storm of bad vision, bad conditions, and battlefield stress? Drop your theories in the comments. Have you heard other military paranormal stories? If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe for more deep dives into strange history and conspiracies, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and sweet dreams.